We are seeing the Williams of Carlos Sainz, who needs this lap to get out of the bottom five if he wants to get into SQ2. His teammate Alex Albon's currently 14th fastest, make that 8th fastest if he crosses the line. That's a good lap from him. He could get through with that. As Lando Norris goes fastest with a 1:31.396. The McLarens are looking pacey once again as Antonelli goes third fastest for Mercedes. Here comes Carlos Sainz crossing the line and he goes ninth fastest. At the moment he's going through and out over the line comes Isaac Hadjar, who goes fifth fastest in the V-Carb or Racing Balls. A good lap from him. Here comes Lance Stroll and he's ninth fastest in the Aston Martin. Liam Lawson for the second week running is going to get knocked out in Q1/SQ1. As over the line there was Tsunoda, he goes 9th. Bortoletto goes 14th fastest, his first ever experience here in Shanghai, and he's through to SQ2 at the moment. And we're on board now with Oliver Behrman, who's looking to come back after a disappointing weekend in Melbourne as Max Verstappen goes 4th fastest. Round the final corner comes Ollie Behrman. Can he get himself into SQ2? Yes, he can! 9th fastest. That's more like it from Oliver Behrman. He's got the pace and he's through into SQ2 once again. Here comes Nico Hulkenberg round the final corner, hitting the kick salver. Hamilton's gone fastest by 0.2 of a second. Hulkenberg doesn't make it. He's 18th fastest. Ocon's now 18th fastest. Liam Lawson is the slowest driver of all in the Red Bull and he is out. This is what happened to Liam Lawson. Oh, he went over track limits and had a big slide coming out of, I think it is turn 9, I believe, into turn 10, and Lawson has scrolled his lap. Esteban Ocon, whoa, and he also had a moment at the final corner, which is where we saw Carlos Sainz and Fernando Alonso have moments at last year. So, Doohan, Gasly, Ocon, Hulkenberg and Liam Lawson in the Red Bull out in SQ1. Yuki Tsunoda getting a tow from Isaac Hadjar in front of him. Now that's helped him down at Racing Balls, and that could be enough to get him into SQ3. Let's see, Yuki Tsunoda coming into the final few corners now. Round the final corner comes Yuki Tsunoda. Will this be enough to get him into SQ3? Oh, it will be. 4th fastest for Yuki Tsunoda. Good effort from him. Here's Lance Stroll, and he's now 4th fastest. He might get himself through with that too. Now we turn our attention to the Ferraris. Hamilton crosses the line and goes 3rd fastest. 0.2 down on the fastest time. Charles Leclerc next across the line. He's 5th fastest, 0.4 down. Here comes Fernando Alonso in the Aston Martin, and he's 8th fastest. That might not be enough. Here's Oliver Behrman next across the line. He's 9th fastest. Good effort from him once again in the Haas. But now we look to Carlos Sainz, who was in Q3 in Melbourne. He's not in SQ3, but an opening sprint of the year. He's 12th fastest and out in SQ2. Bortoletto, 13th fastest. Alex Albon, can he get into SQ3? Whoa, he can! 5th fastest. What an effort from Alexander Albon. Now we're on board with the Mercedes of Kimi Antonelli, looking to get into SQ3 for the first time ever in Formula 1, and he does. 4th fastest for Kimi Antonelli, and now it's George Russell, who is yet to cross the line. He should get through, crosses the line, and he does in 2nd fastest. Lovely stuff for the Mercedes. Alonso, Behrman, Sainz, Bortoletto, and this man, Isaac Hadjar, who had a moment through turn 2. They're out of SQ2, and that is what has happened to Isaac Hadjar. So, Alonso, Behrman, Sainz, Bortoletto and Hadjar, the 5 drivers knocked out in SQ2. Look at this from Lewis Hamilton, fastest in the middle sector. He is looking for his first pole in any format as a Ferrari driver. Piastri is down on Hamilton through the middle sector. This is advantage Hamilton in the closing stages of this sprint qualifying. Lewis Hamilton now, who's been on pole 6 times around this circuit in Grand Prix, he's looking to take his first sprint pole of the year, and he does so by 0.08 of a second. Hamilton has taken sprint pole unless Norris could deny him. Charles Leclerc grows third fastest. That's a good effort from Ferrari. Now it's down to see if Piastri can stop Hamilton. Piastri crosses the line and he doesn't. He misses out. He's on the front row. And Lando Norris comes into the pits. That is it. Norris, the championship leader, will start only fifth at the moment. Unless Max Verstappen has got something to say to that. Verstappen hasn't been on pole for any format in any Grand Prix this year yet. He's hoping to do that. Verstappen out of the fast corner. Verstappen across the line to second. Misses out on sprint pole, but that's a stunning lap from him. And it's Lewis Hamilton for Ferrari who will take the opening sprint pole of the year. Hamilton, his first Ferrari pole in any format in Formula 1. He will start at the front for tomorrow's sprint. Alex Albon is 8th fastest for Williams. Again, another decent qualifying for him. And now it's just Yuki Tsunoda left across the line. That might be putting him into the top 7, maybe ahead of Kimi Antonelli. Where will this put Yuki Tsunoda tomorrow? 8th fastest for the sprint, but it's Hamilton on pole for the sprint.
Oh yeah? Good job, San Diego. Mega job.
Hamilton needed that. That's what happened to Lando Norris. He was on lock-up at turn 14. That's why he pitted. He was on course for sprint pole, but that lock-up is what costed the championship leader sprint pole. And it's Lewis Hamilton then on pole for Ferrari for the first time in any format in Formula 1. He will start the opening sprint of the year at the front of the field.